Welcome everyone to the first ever critically commentary. Today will be commentary the battle between the Nashua Nidokings and the So Cal Scizors. It's interesting. We could see Coach Scoticus under Luke's webcam, I guess, and then we got the
Yeah.
Scissors under mine. What are your first impressions about it,
Yeah,
Luke?
this matchup is crazy. I know for a fact that I'm pretty sure this Incineroar is definitely coming. You definitely don't want to not bring Incineroar in at least the first game of a season where you need to scout your opponent. Incineroar is such a great scout and such a great disruptor. I definitely expecting Incineroar here. Um, Definitely, I think he's going to be using some Tailwind tactics. I see the Pheasant here, so maybe he might
Yeah.
try to run Tailwind against this team just to outspeed, just in case. But knowing him, I do see on the other side, I see that Oranguru, and that's no joking
Mm-hmm.
matter. And I know we know from the power rankings that Scott has a lot of fake out users, so it's going to be very
Yep.
helpful to deal with
Which
this.
is
We'll just
interesting that this is his first battle, because he's going against the pretty much counter to fake out, which is Ndidi.
yeah.
So it's interesting. He also has like the other priority counter with
Hmm.
Serena, but so the Soul Clouds have no priority. So
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to worry about that. But the instant might come. I think the Nido King just might go through this team. I don't know why. It's just, I mean, maybe not against the Galar, what's it called?
The darn.
Their
Yeah.
Manitarn. But I feel like it could hit anything, and he's got his own counter trick room with Jinx and all that kind of stuff. Also Mr. Mime. So he
Yeah.
could just easily counter that. And he's also got the shadow tag on that Gothita. And oh
Hmm.
boy, that's gonna be tricky for the Soul God. So we'll see how he
Yeah.
goes. You'll see what he does.
Yeah, well, let's hop into
Um,
it and see
yeah,
what's going on.
let's do it. Let's just start it straight away. I'm gonna take the
All right.
overlay while we check the. Oh, never mind. I forget he has the battle, so it's gonna be a surprise for everyone. He
Yeah,
does have his
I
moves
did.
blocked. So
I did see the Incin in there, so I think he's gonna bring
yep,
it.
yep. Let's see.
But yeah,
Let's
for
see.
me, we'll see what they do. I definitely, I'm expecting an Ndidi lead from the Scissors here. There's no reason
Yeah,
not to lead Ndidi out right out the
follow me.
back to
Trick room
get.
might be the
Yeah, that
best.
might be his setup, but we shall see what Scott's answer is. We know Scott definitely has the answers with his team for sure, but it will be a challenge nonetheless. This trick room
Mm-hmm.
team that the Scissors have is no laughing joke, as we covered. It's just going to be whether Scott can find the trick room and stop it.
Yeah, I
So that's
wonder
going to be the
how
big
good
issue here.
Machamp is gonna be this season. It is a D tier, so
Mhm. I think
you
Machamp's
know.
definitely, fun fact, Machamp actually went to finals at Worlds a couple
Oh,
like 5 years back during the X and Y series. It was in like the juniors division and someone won with a Machamp. It was a green Machamp. I remember that very specifically. So
all
it
right.
definitely has its uses in VGC. Obviously it hasn't been useful since, but we shall see. In this format, you never know, man. This format is going way back. No legendaries,
Yep.
no Dynamax, but here we go.
All right.
Game
Looks like
1,
they've
let's
picked.
get it.
Let's see.
Okay.
What's it gonna be?
I'm calling in Sin. I'm expecting it.
All right,
Alright,
Oranguru.
Oranguru and
Yep,
Didi.
we knew it.
Yep, and Fluffy was
Ah, the
alright, the
ensign.
Ensign.
All
Oh,
right.
but we got the Gothorita with the Shadow Tag. Oh, this is
Yep.
gonna be interesting.
No switch
Alright,
outs
Psychic Surge.
for the scissors. And the
Nope.
darkest lariat here from ensign is gonna hurt that
It
indie for
definitely
sure.
is. It definitely is gonna hurt. I'm expecting I'm expecting Ensign to probably taunt here.
Yep.
And then we're probably gonna see either a protect from the Gothorita or some type of setup to prevent something happening. Because all this is calling for right now, and I think Scott sees it, is follow me
It's
trick
just,
room.
yeah. Yeah,
They're
this is
setting it up.
pretty much trick room. I mean,
Yeah,
Gothita gets trick room itself, right? I believe so.
I believe so. All right, so follow
Yeah.
me.
All right.
All
Haunt.
right,
Okay.
the
He
taunt.
didn't go
Okay,
for
the
the
taunt
darkest
comes
lariat.
out.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh,
Oh, the
imprisoned.
imprison.
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that just pretty much negates the whole Scissors
Yep. Yep.
team. And now
That's
he is
just
probably gonna attack the Oranguru.
yep.
Yep, that
Definitely,
was
he's probably
smart.
targeting. Yeah, that was very smart move by Scott. That's the thing, man. When you have the follow me trigger, when you have something that's such an obvious lead, you have to be careful in case someone is
Oh,
actually bringing the thing. So
so no mental
knockoff,
herb on the Oranguru and no
interesting
darkest
choice.
lariat. Interesting.
Okay, I think he was just item scouting with that knockoff
Yeah, maybe.
for future games.
Yeah.
Does absolutely nothing to that Gotharita as expected with that Eviolite, and the Extreme Force comes
Wait,
out.
so it used psychic and not expand. Oh no, it doesn't affect.
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't affect.
instructs. Okay.
Um, what?
Why did that happen?
You might just misclick, maybe.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we don't you don't normally do that.
Yeah,
That's not what Instruct does. Maybe he was trying to make it use the same move twice, maybe not thinking he was gonna use Expanding Force. Maybe he thought he was gonna use
maybe.
another
But
status
I
condition
think you
move.
just usually target the entity and just double
Yeah,
expending force, right?
yeah.
Knock off.
Alright, the
Yeah, so
knockoff
he's
comes out
definitely
here.
scouting here.
Yeah, he's scouting here. I mean, it kills for sure. The Indeedee female is gone. I don't know what I don't oh, Focus Sash. Okay.
Yep.
That's a basic set right there, and then an Expanding Force comes out again into the
Wow. That's
Oranguru, and it kills. That's unfortunate, man. That Trick Room is
oof.
stopped. The Follow Me and Tactics Gear. Scott has a really great lead going into it. Let's see if he can finish this game out strong. Um, so we've got the
Oh, and it's
Escavalier
over.
coming out. Yeah, yeah, that's rough. He definitely
Oh, look at the table.
the table made an appearance. Yeah, this guy was he was the Scissors were definitely going for Trick Room, and now that's failed. Those mons are
Yeah.
not moving faster than this Ensign, and I would definitely expect a Flare Blitz of some sort coming out of this Incineroar
Mm-hmm.
if it's packing it onto definitely the Escavalier first, because that's definitely the most
Yeah,
threatening
Scalier
in
is pretty
my
dangerous.
opinion.
Yeah.
And then
Let's
the
see.
Gotharita can't even switch out, man. That Shadow Tag is annoying. It's rough, but let's see. Maybe he double protects. Maybe I mean, he's got to know he's not outspeeding here. He's got to know he's not outspeeding.
Yeah, no, he definitely knows. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh, that's a tough one for the scissors. Oh, flamethrower.
Flamethrower. So he's running Special Ensign. Interesting choice.
Oh, because the
He
table
goes.
has ridiculous defense, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes. Oh, he
Oh, the
brought.
it's the burn.
Oh, the burn. Oh
Oh.
man, that's unfortunate.
Oh, it's got berry.
Is
What
it
was that? Gold? What?
the what? That is an interesting. I've never heard of that, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter at all. Interesting. All right, Exorcer comes out into the Wednesday. Wednesday is
Okay.
gone, unfortunately.
Not a
So
4-0 at least.
at least he kind of softens the blow a little bit by getting 3 0'd here. Maybe I don't see how he does not kill this Miscav next turn. The Mr.
Oh,
Mime
the
comes out.
mime.
Very interesting choice from
Ooh,
Scott. I guess he's trying to, set something
special
up here.
ensign. Wow.
Mystical Fire
Oh,
coming out.
yeah.
That's a rip. And there we go. Game 1 is in the books. Oh,
Yep.
no, it's not.
Good
Oh,
job for
what
Scott. I mean,
yeah. Yeah,
at
I
this
didn't see
point,
this.
yeah.
That's a unfortunate. That Mystical Fire definitely should have killed there. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very surprised.
Yeah,
But
so that's
nonetheless,
1-0.
great game 1, and I guess we know that the Ensign is Life Orb for that extra damage, so maybe it's a bulky Ensign with
Maybe.
with a Life Orb just to boost his attack just a bit, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
that's when he's
Escavalier was
running.
also Life Orb, I believe.
Yeah, so very interesting. Good game 1 for the Nidokings here. We'll see if the Scissors try to change up their tactics here. Definitely, I don't think as unfortunate it is, you definitely knowing that he can stop your follow me trick room. You
Yeah.
definitely want to try to change up your lead if you've prepped for another lead switch, because Scott most likely is going to lead the same. That's how I would play. Most
Yeah.
people would
I
play
would do it
after you
as
get
well.
once you get that game 1 victory, you kinda wanna play the same lead just to see what they make the adjustments for.
Right? So
So we'll
he's letting
see.
us see.
Yep.
Oh, never
Nope.
mind.
He caught himself, but it
Yep.
definitely looks like from that little basic he was going ensign Gothorita there,
Yeah. I don't
and
just see another reason not to.
yeah, there's no reason not to. Maybe the Scissors can come back from this and counter it, but you definitely you don't run that same lead again.
Yeah, no.
You maybe keep the Indeedee in there, but you maybe not try to force this trickery. You might want to go in and try to
Yep.
get rid of that Gothorita or something like that, so you can
Especially with
then
that
set the
shadow
trick
tag.
room afterwards. Yeah,
Yep.
that shadow tag is mad annoying. You cannot switch out with it. So we shall see what the Sixers come up with, but really great positioning for Scott, and that's all that matters when you're doing best of threes. You definitely want to getting that game one out of the way
Yep.
is very stress relieving and definitely gives you the slight advantage because you get to know that at least your first lead worked, and they're gonna have to change up their strat if
Mm-hmm.
they did not already have a backup strat. So, and
Yep,
as we can see
exactly.
here, they are taking their time picking their teams right now. They're definitely thinking hard, and we shall see if the Sixers can make a difference here, or if it's going to be another pretty dominant victory for Scott.
Yeah, I think Scott definitely. I don't see how he could lose. He could just bring Scuda as well, and it'll just
Yeah,
ignore the redirection from that Ndidi.
yeah.
I
Scott's
think
team
just
is built
yeah.
very well, which is why it got one of the highest draft grades in the power rankings because it is very powerful.
Yep.
But that's a story for another day. We're back at game two. Let's see what he swings up. So he doesn't bring the same
Okay.
lead. He goes instruct Darm.
Which is
Definitely that's
also really
which is good. Now the question is this Darm outspeeding here? So he definitely went to go for the power here,
yeah.
just to get rid of this Gothorita most likely. The question is, we know what the Gothorita has. We're hoping maybe he sees it, but that instructor is going to make that Darm go twice if it goes off first. So we shall see what Scott's answer to
Yeah.
this because
Thinks
this is threatening right now for at least the
yeah, I think
Gothorita.
so Gotharita gets fake out. So a good play would be fake out the Darm and then just taunt the
Yeah.
Oranguru. We know it's not mental orb,
Hmm.
so like taunt is gonna go through. I would do that to prevent the trick room, and then next turn just kill the Darm.
Yep. Okay.
All right, but
So he
Darm's
does go for a
faster,
superpower.
and it
Gets
kills.
rid of the instant. Wow.
Oh,
All right. So he
big.
goes for the trap. He's not getting taunted this turn for sure.
Yeah,
With this instant coming out. So the question is, did Oranguru
go for in
go?
prison.
He did go for the imprison, so that's unfortunate. He instructs that Dharma's going to hit
Oh,
that move
double
again.
superpower.
That's a
Interesting.
big, very interesting choice. Let's see. It's not going to kill. It's not going to do
Nah, it's not gonna do
anything
much.
actually,
No.
but it gets rid of the Incin, which is a big threat. Now let's see how Scott answers.
Ooh, he's got
And
the
he's
Serena
hovering over
Misty
yeah, and he's hovering and that Serena is AV. That thing's not going anywhere too often. But we also know that thing's not gonna be protecting or setting any setup moves either. That thing is
Yeah.
all power.
Alright, so here comes the mime. He targeted the Oranguru and
Mhm.
protected Goth? Maybe?
I mean, I would protect considering that this, Darm is definitely gonna do a lot of damage here. The
Yeah,
question
it's a
is
-2 attack though, so
that's true. It is at -2, so he goes ahead and protects he doesn't wanna lose that Gothorita. Um
superpower again. Oh,
Man,
wow.
he went red to protect. He taunts the Oranguru. The Oranguru is now shut down since it is not mental herb. That is unfortunate, but that is the
Uh,
issue when you have mons that rely on those types of moves,
yeah.
non-damaging moves. Taunt is going to be a hassle if you cannot pick out the taunt users.
Superpower
So he's going
again.
for superpower again. Maybe this Darm's definitely choice because
Yeah.
there's no
This
reason
is
he should
probably
be
choice
going for
scarf.
yeah, going for superpower, which is another not the best advantage for a mon that
Mm-hmm.
is lowering its attack. Yeah, you got the kill, but at the same time, maybe a scarf here was not the best choice, or maybe switching out now, knowing that the Darm has lost
Oh,
its
look,
use.
the Oranguru is struggling. He's got no
Struggles,
attacking
yeah,
moves.
got no attacking
Oh,
moves. Scott is being a class player right now, making the opponent's mon struggle. It is not
yeah.
fun. to see that happen, but that is the risk you run when you do not run any damaging moves.
Follow
Follows
me. All
me,
right.
definitely does not want this Gothorita to die.
Superpower
Super
again.
goes and again
Yeah.
goes into Mr. Mime, does nothing as usual. This is now what, -4 attack.
Yeah.
Um, it's not going well. The expanding force comes out. The Darm is gone.
And yep. What does he have in the back?
That's a good question.
Struggling. Just
Struggling
it just
again.
makes me laugh.
It's so sad to see that happen,
All right.
but
He's
that's what
he's got to
happens.
taunt it again though. It's out of taunt, so he's
Yes,
gotta.
it's been 3 turns, but I think Scott knows that. Scott's definitely gonna
Yeah.
taunt here. Maybe Scott, sometimes if you're not keeping track, it does get the best of you. Here comes Flubber. He's
Oh.
Gastrodon.
Oh, energy
Interesting
ball on
choice.
that mime. Please tell me it's
Yeah,
got it.
I
Or on
think it's got
Wednesday, it
it.
doesn't really matter. Oh, that didn't seem like energy ball. Huh?
Interesting.
Huh? What?
What did
Scott?
he what did
What'd you
s
go for?
what did huh, very
Non-super
interesting.
effective move onto the Gastro. Did he just go for Mystical Fire?
I think so, maybe. That's interesting. This Nidoking is blocking the moves. I want to know
Yeah.
what he's clicking. Um, he even bringing the Nidoking, so there's like now I'm just like, why? Why is it even here? Like, put the other mon in.
Huh.
So, curious choice by Scott here. The Gastro is probably gonna go for God, some type of move, like a Surf maybe, uh, or some other
Yeah,
type
Mystical
of
Fire.
Earth move. I don't think he's gonna go Earthquake. Interesting choice, mate.
Oh, he does get the
Hmm,
special attack drop,
that's
I
good.
guess.
Maybe that's why he went for it.
Yep.
It
Oh,
failed. Earth
and
power. That's it. Oop, but he protects, man. Scott with the protects. He's
yeah.
protecting this Gothorita really well.
It also looks
Um,
like the scissors don't know their speed tiers because they just instructed first before the
yeah,
Gastrodon went.
yeah.
So
It's unfortunate. You got to know your speed tiers, man. You definitely want to make certain mons specifically slower if you want to run them in instructor trick room, or you're just gonna outspeed, and then it's just a failed
yeah.
attempt, just like as we saw. And then draft league, you don't want to miss any moves. The taunt comes out,
Oh,
so it's
poor
definitely
thing.
so it's gonna struggle itself.
Yeah.
Expanding force
It's
comes
really
out. Let's see
just
how much this does.
Gastron versus the rest of the
Yeah.
team. Yeah, Earth Power is
Okay.
not doing much.
No, it's not. Now this thing's gonna start special defense drop, so that's nice. No,
Berry.
citrus comes out. Yeah, citrus berry. I mean, in the best case scenario right here, it is looking like the scissors are most likely gonna go down. But in draft league, you definitely want to play for points, which I
Yep.
think that's what Scott's doing by protecting this Gothorita. Because you want to go in and get that thing to 2-0 instead of making it a 3-0 loss. That
Mm-hmm.
way you're -2 instead of -3 in the draft league. And when you get to the nitty gritty, when people are starting to get tied for records, that plus minus differential is very important here. So
Yeah.
definitely, if you're watching and you're in the league or you're in any draft league, make sure you're playing for the best result, even if you're losing. That way, your plus minus differential is not killing you at the end of the season.
Yeah, this is just gonna be take a while to take care of this
Yeah.
Gastrodon, but he keeps on lowering its special attack.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, this guy. I mean,
maybe yeah.
these two mons are not going to be doing much to each other.
Oh,
Psychic
he went
comes
for the
out to the
psychic. Okay,
Castro. That's
yeah.
good.
And the
Uh,
berry. All right.
there he
It's
comes
not
back. We're
Rindo
right back
berry.
where we started.
Not Rindo berry, but
Not Rendo. Expanding force comes out again.
I cannot believe how many turns this Gothrita has been in this
Yeah, struggles
in this
now.
game.
It's yeah.
Oh,
It's
big
on.
down.
John
Yawn.
comes out. He does.
Oh,
He's tired of that. He wants to kill the Katharina. It looks like he does not want that thing
yeah.
surviving anymore.
But
Um.
now Scott could just attack the Gastro and just switch Goth
Yeah.
out because it's gonna kill
Yeah.
it, and now he won't be
Which is
able
what
to
he's
switch
doing. It
anyways.
looks like so that's
Oh
not what
no.
he's gonna do. Interesting. Oh, no, okay,
Oh
there we
yeah, there it
go.
is. Yeah.
Switching out to Rose, preserving that Gothorita, and wow. Well, Still thinking over it. I think switching out is the best play here
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, again, you want to keep that. You want to have the best possible win you can get.
Yep.
And
There you
here
go.
comes
Flubber goes
Flubber.
down. Oh, he didn't
It's
switch.
down. He didn't switch. Shane
E4's
Force
single
comes
target. Oh
out.
no, it's always
Oh
single target.
wait, he
There's no
yawned
trade.
it. Yeah. So he's about to go to sleep now. Instruct fails again.
Oh,
As unfortunate as that seemed, it looks like Scott's got this wrapped in the bag.
yeah.
Um, no, yeah,
Oh,
he's got.
yeah.
There's the. I forgot about the scav coming in there. Yeah, that shadow tag is really annoying. He probably wanted to switch out a long time ago, but with that shadow tag, man,
Yeah.
you
This
just
way,
can't.
yeah. If you go against this kind of things, it's good to get some U-turn or like Perish.
Hmm.
No, not Perish song. Whatever Ensign gets. Just
Oh,
to switch out or
yeah,
Vault switch or stuff like that. Let's see if this one
yeah,
shots. It doesn't.
does not, unfortunately, and it looks like the scav is instructing. Again, you gotta know your speed tiers here. The
Yeah.
Exorcist comes in, kills the mime. So luckily,
Oh,
the scissors
yeah.
or at least if they do lose this one, it's only going to be a
2-0.
-2. But maybe he can bring it back and make it to a -1. But definitely
Maybe.
is not looking to. I mean, it's not a
Yeah, no.
terrible match. It's not a terrible matchup, but it's not best either. When you have a full mon on the side, both your mons are in red. Yeah, it's not the best situation you want to be looking at, and considering both of your mons are rather slow, this, Serena is going to get its attack off very
Yeah.
quickly, and
And
this,
it's such a
Oranguru.
low
Yeah,
health bar that I think any attack would kill it at this rate. And then the struggling Orin grew.
yeah,
Oh, that was tough.
yeah, it looks like most likely he's going into that, scav here, and unfortunately, that Oranguru is gonna struggle itself to its demise. It's
Yep.
looking like Wednesday's still asleep, triple axle, yeah, that's
Yeah. Bye
yeah, okay,
bye.
that does the deed. The Rain Guru is gonna struggle here,
Oh, the
and
extract. Oh
Extract comes
no.
out, so at least it doesn't struggle itself to its demise. The Serena definitely Scott's got this in the bag. He already knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Um, just play it safe. Go on and get rid of it. Easy win. You could probably click Ember at this point, and we'll do enough damage. And yeah,
That's
there we
a
go. It's a sweet 2-0 for
clean
Scott, which
2-0.
is definitely want.
Yeah.
So the Scissors definitely had their number, did not have Scott had the Scissors number, and as unfortunate it is for I'm not sure if this is the Scissors' first time in the league, but don't let it dissuade you. It's just a good learning lesson to remember that when something's super obvious, like Trick Room, Follow Me,
Yeah.
on people, if they have the mods to counter it, there definitely are, and you definitely want to
Definitely.
have a backup plan just in
Yep.
case, because people in this league will counter very obvious things, and you've got to have a backup plan. So take some of that knowledge into your next week game. And Scott, congratulations! And that 2-0 is nothing to be upset about. That +2 is going to look really good at the end of the season, and as we talked about in the power ranking, Scott's team is no joke. He's got a lot of utility. He's got good power, and it's going to be a headache to deal with, as we have just seen
Yep.
put on display for week one. So, what are your thoughts on this match?
I mean, it good. I mean, Scott is such a good battler,
Yeah,
and the Scissors is its first time in draft league, so you know, it is what it is. But I guarantee you, he learned from that in prison. He's never gonna forget that again. He's gonna be
no,
checking every single week whatever Pokemon gets in prison, and yeah, I mean, it was a clean win from Scott, but at least the Scissors got a couple, you know, good
it's
Pokemon
better
down
than
at least.
it's better than a 4-0 or a
Yep,
3-0. You got a two.
definitely.
It's a -2. It may be a loss, but it's better than a -4 or -3. So
Yep,
good job bringing it back to lessen the blow. That's very important. And once again, make sure you're playing to the very end, and make sure you are trying your best to make, even if you know it's going to be a loss, don't give up. Try to get the best possible score as possible, because trust me, it's going to matter in the end, like it
yep,
cost me
exactly.
my chance of winning last season.
All right, well, thank you guys for tuning in today.
Bye,
And
guys.
we'll join on the second time or the next battle, whenever it is.
Yeah.
So
See you next
bye-bye.
video. Bye.